As a person with Ehlers Danlos syndrome, mobility is something that I think about a lot because it's something that affects me every day. Some days I may have more independence with being able to walk distances, but other days I need assistance. I've talked on here before about the aids I use to help me get around. I use braces like knee braces, a hip brace, ankle braces, and I also use crutches. And while I've highlighted that before, I've never really talked about my most recent addition to the mobility aid game, and that is my Rollator. A Rollator is basically a 2-in-1 walker wheelchair, and it's a great in-between for me because crutches weren't cutting it anymore, but I also didn't think I was ready for a wheelchair. I really needed something that could give me a break from being up on my legs while also allowing me to walk. This has made walking so much easier, and it's a real game changer. It's incredibly versatile and allows me to have a lot more independence. Thankfully, I have a friend who lent me hers, and I'll be using this one until I can find one of my own. I like that I have the stability to stay upright by, having this firm grasp on the handles and being able to kind of lean into it because I'm not stable and I am very unsteady and tend to fall. Sometimes I'll just rest a knee if I really need, like a break. Standing really sucks. So when I can, it's nice to just be able to sit and talk to people this way because even just standing like a couple minutes is a lot for me. It has this great little basket, and I guess I already have some stuff in here that I forgot about. I was going to show you what I keep in there, and I guess I already did. I keep knitting a lot of times, and I knit like everywhere I go, so easy as that. And a lot of times I can also put like a bag on top and sort of lean it like that and walk around like that. So it's great if I have to bring things with me because with the crutches, like a backpack might slip, and with this, aside from maybe a few bumps, it'll stay in place. It's a lot easier to get around outside now. I feel like crutches were really slowing me down and they were just so awkward and uncomfortable, but this is a lot smoother for me. And it's so much easier to get through entrances because I can have my hands free to open doorknobs finally. Getting over the ledge is just a minor little difficulty. It's not that big of a deal. It can be kind of awkward on different terrain though, because on more bumpy pavements or gravel, the wheels just kind of go all over the place and there's a struggle. I guess there's a little more force that you need to use to push. That is one area where crutches were a lot easier because I think I was able to get around like hiking trails. I don't know if I were to go hiking, whereas with this, I need to be on smoother pavement. Let's go. On Monday, I did some laundry, and this was actually awesome even if you'd be able-bodied, just getting to the laundromat with ease because this can be pretty heavy. And another thing is that I could use it to set my laundry on while I loaded the washer, which was easier on my knees because usually I have to bend down to the ground to do that. We also went on a date afterwards, and it was surprisingly easy to stash my roller behind our booth, which was more accessible than I thought it would be. And also, that's John. Hi, John. On Tuesday, I hung out at a state park with some friends, and it was surprisingly easy to navigate the trails. So I take back what I said about hiking. You can absolutely hike so long as it's a well-managed path. My Rollator even kind of bonused as a camp chair, so we didn't need extra seating because I came prepared and I got to play with a dog, which is always the best. Wednesday, I didn't go out. It was a rest day for me. I don't really like to rest. I like to go, but I know that if I keep pushing my body beyond its limits, I'll have to cancel on my friends when we make plans. And because I have plans coming up, this is my time to take care of myself and ensure that I can meet my needs. So a little R&R, a little knitting, and I'll be back up on my feet. On Thursday, I went for a little walking date with John. We love just going on these dates where we walk around and enjoy our scenery. We happen to live about a block from the local college, so this is a pretty popular spot for us to just walk and enjoy the weather on nicer days. It's pretty nice, I gotta say, and since we live so close and it was just a short walk, I took my crutches. I don't always need the rollator. If it's just a quick excursion, I'll take the crutches. It's nice to mix it up and keep my legs going strong. I suppose that's what I'm doing here. Yeah. On Friday, we met up with my folks and we went to the county fair and we had such an amazing time. The rollator did really well on the gravel pavement and I think it's getting a lot easier for me to push it around on unsturdy surfaces. We got to see so many cute animals like these baby goats, and seeing the animals is by far my favorite part of going to the fair. I got to sit while I kind of gazed at them and fawned over them. They were just so cute. The sitting was really handy because every exhibit took a lot of walking. The walking really got to me, and I gotta say, I was in a lot of pain by the end, but it was so worth it. On Saturday, we got some groceries done, and it was almost like having my own personal cart, albeit a really, really small one. But we didn't have a lot to get, so that was okay because I really just needed to stock up on, some snackable fruits and stuff like that. And yet again, the rollator was incredibly handy for carting along things like our groceries and some takeout that we got on our way home. So it is incredibly handy in more ways than one. On Sunday, we took a trip outside of our town, so we had to take the bus. I actually honestly really like taking the bus with my rollator because the bus drivers are so handy and they're so nice to me, and I've gotten to know them as a repeat rider, so it's kind of cool that way that they know me now just because they're so interactive. So that's a bonus. Anyway, it's actually a lot easier than I thought it would be once I got the hang of it. I was pretty nervous at first, but it's really not all that bad. So there you have it. That's a peek at a week in my life using a rollator. It is such a remarkably versatile tool, and I just wanted to showcase some of the few ways that I use it, although there are many, many more ways that it comes in handy, especially with sitting, like at crosswalks or in line at the pharmacy. I didn't show everything that goes on in a week because there's honestly so much, and this video would go on forever. But there you have it. That's just a little peek inside what it's like going around with a rollator and how much it helps my life. See you next week.